Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light, only with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Welcome to any new subscribers, okay? Welcome to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back. Man, if you're feeling like that's a lot of stuff to say, but I feel like it's important to say all of that at the beginning, okay? So I hope you're having a good day, okay? This is a blue avian message, okay? So I got lemon balm. That was the note that I got for that yesterday. So I already Googled it. I just got to unlock this, okay? So it says lemon balm symbolizes love, luck, and purification, but its symbolism is deeply rooted in the connection to bees and its calming properties. Yeah, and lemon balm is like an actual herb that you can use. You know, you can put it in your bath. You can drink lemon balm tea, okay? It's really good for like anxiety, for calming the mind, for easing stress and things like that, okay? So it says it's deeply rooted in its connection to bees and calming properties. Its botanical name, Melissa officinalis, comes from the Greek word for honeybee, and it is sacred to goddesses associated with bees and healing, such as Demeter and Artemis, and also Ocean, okay? It says this connection links the herb to love, fertility, wisdom, and its ability to bring peacefulness and emotional healing, okay? So your energy could be kind of like this. You could just have a lot of love and luck and just pure type of energy, you know, around you in your auric field, like just very naturally. This is the kind of energy that you radiate, okay? Like fertility is just really catching my attention, okay? So you could be in a very fertile energy. Your feminine energy could be very powerful at this time. You could feel like very connected to the moon or very connected to the element of water. I know I've been like me personally, I've been in the bath every day, okay? Like just taking a bath every single day, and I was like a real big shower person. And then I mean, I love baths, but I always felt like I didn't have time to be taking a bath every day. But like now I've just been in the bathtub for like hours just chilling. So you could be called to like take a bath at this time, okay? That could be really good for your energy and really help you to like spend some time to yourself and just tap into your own emotions. That's kind of like what I love about the bath, you know? Like I'm always doing something different in the bath. Sometimes I meditate, sometimes I read, sometimes I listen to music, you know? Do whatever it is you're called to do in the bath. You don't always have to like get into a bath and do this whole super like special meditation or whatever. Like sometimes it's just as simple as you taking that time to yourself and enjoying, you know, the cleansing of your body and spirit all at once, you know? It says luck and abundance, okay? So there's some sort of good fortune coming toward you, okay? It says often used in recipes and charms for good luck, success, and abundance. It's also talking about attracting positivity. It's bright Its bright, uplifting energy is believed to attract positivity and help overcome obstacles, okay? So that's how I feel like your energy is doing for you, you know? You're in a very bright and uplifting kind of mental space, okay? It's talking about mental clarity. Maybe things weren't as clear in the past couple of days or weeks as they are now, but I feel like you feeling soothed, okay? I feel like spirit's soothing your senses and showing you like just how much your mind has sharpened and trying to drive you away from like those troubled thoughts or any overthinking you could have been indulging in recently, okay? It says purification and protection, okay? It says its scent is used to cleanse spaces, objects, and auras of negative energy, okay? So that's another great thing about lemon balm. Also, it says historically used to repel evil and invite good spirits, okay? It says healing and longevity. It says elixir of life. Its traditional use in tonics for health and longevity has led some to call it the elixir of life. It says emotional and spiritual recovery used in rituals to ease grief, anxiety, stress, bringing balance and peace, okay? And it's 11:33, okay? So that could be significant. We got the liberator right here, so I feel like that's definitely what the blue avians are helping you with, helping you to feel all the ways that you've recently freed yourself from outmoded beliefs, okay? Helping you to release any and all negative thought patterns you could have had going on for yourself, like reminding you that you're a rebel and you just kind of can do everything kind of how you want to, and it's going to turn out good because you have really good intentions. It's like, I don't know, I heard a wake up call, okay? It says hedonist, okay? So it says inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life and celebrates the beauty in yourself, So that's what they're motivating you to do or wanting you to do a little bit more at this time, Celebrate all of this beauty that you hold within yourself, It's like you want certain things to go a certain way in life. You want all this pleasure and you want all these amazing things to happen. He said it's a major move right here, baby, It's like you making all of these major moves, or you have these major moves like in the visions that you create in your mind, and you just want to go toward those things. But I feel like if maybe before the timing just wasn't right, because it says pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others, so I feel like the timing just wasn't right. I don't feel like shit would have played out for you if things happen as fast as you wanted them to, and all this time you've been putting into like loving yourself and being more confident in yourself and learning how to celebrate yourself was way more important than you jumping into certain pleasures that you think you should have had a long time ago, So so I think you're definitely changing your mentality about that. We got the bully right here, okay? It says highlights your tendency to intimidate others and helps you confront the inner fears that bully you, okay? So you've been taking a lot of time confronting any inner fears that you could have had and shaking these bullies on the outside of you, right? It says conceals, the shadow attribute says conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse, So, like, getting a lot of those kinds of energies out of your energy, and like I said, just you learning how to love yourself more, you being enlightened, being made aware of, like, your benevolence and your leadership or your place as a leader that you have in the community or wherever the divine has placed you, right? It says benefiting those in your charge, too, So I feel like the people around you, they really do benefit from your energy, whether you feel like they do or not, Look at this. It say Messiah, okay? Serving humanity with humility, So everything that you do with good intentions is really a service to humanity, and also the things that you do for yourself, the way you love yourself, the way you treat yourself, that is a service to humanity, because when you treat yourself right and you love yourself right, you treat others right and you love others better, okay? This is what it is. So it says the universe wants to co-conspire with you, okay? It says, that's all it says, okay? And this one says, you are perfectly imperfect, okay? And this is pretty much just what we was talking about, right? Like, you constantly being of service just by being your perfectly imperfect self, okay? Yeah, it says, say yes to the open door, and how can this be a wonderful win, It's like, maybe you never like really celebrated yourself or really followed your intuition or your inner nudges about where you going in life right now, the way you're doing it right now, so it's like this is your first time walking through this door of like self-love and self-appreciation right, and having this kind of connection with the divine while you do it is just really powerful, and it's leading to wonderful wins that I don't think you even really see yet, because you don't even really like see just how amazingly awesome you are, right? And that's why they're telling you to like celebrate yourself, like write a list of all the things you love about yourself. That's what I heard, okay? Write a list of all the things you like about yourself, I feel like you probably could sit here and be like, oh, there's this and there's that, but I feel like the list could get pretty long if you really think about it and put your heart into like really bigging yourself up and complimenting yourself, It says find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek, and I feel like, okay, when it comes to like attracting people that you're meant to be around, or people that you consider your star family, or people that are meant to be in your life, when it comes to attracting them, it takes a whole lot of you loving yourself, right? Because you're not attracting just any old people, you're attracting the people that are going to love you like unconditionally, no matter what, no matter how you are that day, how you look that day, you know, how you smell or whatever, what you do, like they still can appreciate you even with all the things that you might do that you feel is annoying or that gets on other people's nerves or whatever. But I feel like you are definitely doing a great job, okay? What's the universe wants to co-conspire with you and you are perfectly imperfect? We got soul giraffe, okay? That's what I'm saying. Like you tapping into this soul energy. And giraffes have like the highest perspective ever, right? And giraffes are like so peaceful, you know? And the giraffes, you know, they just live off the land and they're just fine as long as nobody messes with them, you know? And I feel like you got this kind of soul energy and this is the kind of energy that you've really gotten back to. And it's important that you celebrate that because that's a big ass deal, you know. With you perfectly imperfect and say yes to the open door, we got trust and act accordingly. Also, as usual, they gonna tell you, you know, trust, okay? Trust in your divine guides to help you, okay? And act like you fucking trust in the help that you know is there and that you know you're receiving, you know. It's like seeing life through this rainbow kind of mentality, like if that makes any sense. Like seeing every single nuance, every single gray area of life as like something very colorful and something that's really meant to be happening when it's happening, okay? Like trusting and acting like you trust, okay? And I really felt that because I do have so much trust in the divine, but like I tell you all the time, I freak out, okay? I will freak the fuck out and just totally overthink everything. And then it's like, so even though I have this trust, I know that God's gonna work things out for me. We gotta have this little roadblock that's coming from me because I have to freak out instead of just acting like I have the trust that I have, you know? And so, like, I definitely feel that, and that's probably like some good advice for you too, you know. It says, say yes to the open door, and how can this be a wonderful win? It says, your greatest work is your legendary legacy, okay? And I just feel like when people think about like leaving behind a legacy, even I do it, you know, it's almost like it's only something physical or whatever. But it's like even your ancestors left behind their legacy for you to like carry on or to even improve on. And it's all like already encoded within you, you know. And it's like the more work that you do on yourself or with yourself, the more you acknowledge yourself and the greatness that God placed within you and you being just perfect how you are, how he made you, that leaves like such a big spiritual impression on the rest of your bloodline and everybody that comes after you, whether you are aware of that or not. Look, deliver your greatest gift to the world. That's your real great gift that you leaving behind is you're removing all of these like generational curses and all of these things that you had to learn the hard way aren't the best for you. It's like removing that from the next generation just by removing it from yourself, okay? Because it really does, like, things really do get passed down genetically. They're saying like your blood is very important. The blood that you pass down and that you share with others, okay, is real important, and it has like certain powerful energies attached to it, okay. How can this be a wonderful win? Yeah, it says listen in stillness and you meet your true self, you know. So this is what you have done. You really have met your true self, and you've done a lot for this great legacy that you're meant to leave behind anyway, you know. And also, I do feel like you are making great moves in the spiritual realm. I mean, I didn't mean to say that, but I mean, I guess you're making great moves in the spiritual realm. But I meant to say in the physical realm as well. You know, you could be doing a lot of things, actually having projects and things that you're focused on, or things that you want to see yourself be successful in. Okay, I part the deck at I am a galactic starseed blooming. You know, like just keep going, stay motivated, and be aware of your progress, okay? Celebrate your process, okay? Celebrate your process, but I meant to say celebrate your progress, okay? And also remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. So like if you feel yourself getting drained or getting too tired, or you feel like you're getting pulled in too many different directions, like please take that time in hermit mode. That helps your bloom, okay? Yeah, it says your lighthouse guides you home to the stars, you know. So it's like as long as your light is shining bright, as long as your cup is full and it's overflowing, then you can see things very clearly. You're very like perfectly guided just the way that you should be. I get mine. Let's see last day. You can have some sort of thief around you, okay? What's yeah, we got passion, okay? But it's important for you to follow your passion. I don't feel like the thief is important, but I mean it was there because false person was at the bottom of the deck and the song was saying I get mine the fast way, the ski mask way, okay? What's perfectly imperfect? Say yes to the open door and trust and act accordingly. We got the devil, okay? So detach from anything that tells you like you can't trust your path or the way you walking on yourself, you know? Trust yourself for real. Okay, because that is how they communicate with you, through you, okay, through your gut feelings, through your emotions. What's to say yes to the open door, your greatest work, and how can this be a wonderful win? We got black magic, okay. So I mean, maybe you could have, maybe some of your ancestors could have indulged in black magic. Okay, I feel like that's something that you've claimed from the bloodline. Okay, like you are really taking things to this like much calmer place. Like you're in a very powerful place of peace. Okay, I said, they said, making moves in the spiritual realm. Okay, like you've been making a lot of moves spiritually. Okay, what's passion in the devil? We got the Ten of Cups, okay? So, something about working with your spiritual family. We got the Strength card to increase your strength at this time. Yeah, we got the Four of Pentacles, releasing. Because the Four of Pentacles is about releasing people, places, and situations that don't serve you. What else? We got Hater, okay? So, I mean, maybe the way that you deal with haters, the way you deal with people that do magic on you is like is something different, okay? It's very powerful. It's different from what your ancestors did. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you hold some sort of wealth. It's like they're saying like multiple ancestors or energies like giving you their energy, okay? Yeah, we got the Seven of Cups. Like opening up your options by like lending you a lot of their gifts or something like this. Like you're very powerful, very empowered by your divine guides. We got the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords. So maybe they like it's giving this energy of them like offering you this like sneaking this loving energy into you like while you're sleeping in the dream realm. They work with you a lot in the dream realm, yeah, with the Page of Wands to give you new spiritual gifts and talents to boost up your energies, okay? They give you like new opportunities and things as you sleep. Like you spend a lot of time with them, yeah. And they make you aware of hidden enemies and things like that. People who are obsessed with you, they give you downloads like crazy, okay? You're the star. Okay? They give you whatever you want, whatever you need, okay? All the time. Look at this, okay? The ancestral realm right here, okay? It says karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries, okay? Like they bless you so much for all of the work that you've already done, all of the things you've unlocked in the Akashic records, okay? It says clearing old stories, releasing past lives and freedom, okay? We got crown chakra upgrade, okay? Like I said, your ancestors work very closely with you in the dream realm, and there's nothing, okay? Not nothing that is a secret to you, because like you really are tapped into this Akashic record energy, okay? Like you hold in a very powerful divine connection. It says holy experiences and miraculous energy, okay? So some very miraculous things could be about to happen in your life, okay? What's ancestral realm and Akashic records? Ooh, slow. Oh man. It says Gaia Gateway activation, okay? So that's what I'm saying. It says learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. It's like the way that you're moving around is totally different. Like, it's like you got some sort of like, dang, I don't know. Like, I heard magnetic, okay? It's this is a very interesting energy. Like, It's like your magnetic pull that you have to the earth or to like certain energies is like super boosted at this time. Like you could attract whatever you want physically in this life, okay? Like anything, okay? What's Akashic Records and Crown Chakra upgrade? We got Earth Star activation. Come on. Okay? It says anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy, okay? Like this unconditional love, your sense of expression, okay? You receive some sort of like solar light upgrade, okay? Like you're getting some serious star blessings, okay? Yes, proceed, be seen, push through, okay? Keep expressing yourself authentically, okay? Like your self-expression is everything, and that's why they're telling you to like just love it, to celebrate it, okay? Because like you operating from this energy, from this golden ray energy. So continue to love and to laugh, baby, okay? And it says receiving gifts and giving gifts and passionate projects, okay? So this is what I'm saying, like Spirit got your back in a major way right now. You're attracting like crazy, yeah, because of this higher consciousness that you're walking, that you stepped into, okay? Like it says self-awareness, personal realizations, and prejudice, okay? This one says crystal kingdom, slow down, materialism, and psychic debris, okay? And that was, I feel, really hard work for you, okay? To like like maybe before you used to feel like, you know, it was all about what you have or what you could buy or how much money you got or whatever. And I just feel like it's not that no more. Okay? Like now you really understand, like what's really for real important, like what you really are holding. Because like people be talking about like the abundance or the treasure or whatever, it's not necessarily here. It's not some shit that you just gonna go, you know, pull out a map and go look up and dig up because you know, under the big fucking X that marks the spot. Like it is within you. It's a richness that you grow within yourself that enables you to attract whatever it is that you want when you want it. It's not necessarily always like just some big wealth that's getting dropped on you. You just become more attractive and you're able to attract more, to attract bigger things. And you definitely attracting big shit. Yeah, look at the Dharma wheel, okay? You attracted some big shit, okay? It says karmic lessons, peer pressure, and moral codes. It's like you tapped into like this ancient moral code or this ancient way of living, okay? Yeah, it says healing hands, empathic qualities, and animal wisdom, okay? So, like, very powerful. A great healer, very empathic. You could be very psychic, okay? You could feel like you have a higher type of connection with animals, or you can just connect to animal kingdoms. You could get a lot of animal signs. You could be seeing elephants or I've been seeing coyotes just randomly. A coyote ran across the street in front of me, but I had seen a coyote like the night before, kind of on the side of the road, like running up into a field, you know. So I mean, pay attention to any animals that are like repeatedly coming into your life, okay? Because I had seen the coyote on the side of the road, right? And then when I seen the coyote run across the street, I was having the shittiest day, and I started rolling. I started dying because I already knew what the symbolism was with the coyote, you know. So it's like just pay attention because when you look up things like that, it makes it easier for you to know what spirit is talking about, you know. And it gets funnier and funnier, much more enjoyable when you know what they clearly saying to you all the time, you know. Also, you could be seeing bears or horses, okay. Or a fox is what I'm hearing. Okay, I heard what the fox say. Okay, let's look up the fox. Let's see what the fox saying. Okay. I hope this is clear. The cosmic messages always feel like my head always feels like so blurry, like I'm just rambling, or I get really like spacey when I'm channeling for them. Okay. So the fox is multifaceted, representing intelligence, cunning, and trickery in many cultures, while also symbolizing wisdom, spirituality, and adaptability. It can be a guide to the spiritual world or a symbol of deception, depending on the context. Across different traditions, foxes are often seen as shapeshifters associated with magic, transformation, and good fortune, but in some interpretations can be seen as bad omens, okay? So I mean, I feel like this kind of gives me an energy of going back to what they were saying about you, you know, like it's all about your perception of yourself, you know, like it's important that you really see yourself like in a great light, because that's like where you really are. Okay, like you hold a lot of intelligence and wisdom, you're able to adapt to things, and people might treat you like you're sneaky, or like you being sly, or like you hiding something, or like you doing something to them just because you minding your business and you move in the way that the divine tells you to move, you know. So don't agree with nobody on that bullshit on how they're judging you or what they think about you on the outside of you. Continue to follow your spiritual guidance. Continue to embrace your transformations, and just leave all of the trickery and deceit to the divine to handle. And continue to focus on attracting this prosperity and what's best for you, because it's working. Okay, you already doing it. What's the final thought on this? So we got magic and ritual with crafting sacred practice, okay? And then this one fell out too. It says energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved, okay? So your energy is being stabilized at this time, okay? And like boosted in a very powerful way. So just trust the process. That's what they keep saying. It says effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Magic and ritual can support your divine path now in the physical world, and you are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice. The results that you experience will encourage you to continue with the practice as you grow in power, grace, love, ability, and wisdom, and apply your inner beauty to transform your outer world. For us to grow empowered and potent on the path of ancient feminine power, we need to honor our knowing and being and cultivate sacred practice. Sacred practice becomes the habit of growing our spiritual power and consciousness, like a garden needing regular care and watering to blossom and flourish. Our inner garden of the soul, where our creativity, joy, spiritual gifts, and bliss bubble away, also need regular attention. Coming to our practice takes strength and inner will. Even though it can feel amazing, we still have to wake up, set aside time, and discipline ourselves to show up for our inner growth. We will reap the benefits when we do. My bad. Okay, we will reap the benefits when we do, but we must allow ourselves to fall in love with our practice, to craft something that really speaks to us, so that we want to do it. The desire and the discipline together help us engage with our practice regularly, and we can grow so fast it can be quite shocking. When an initiate shows particular promise, higher guidance will often encourage that they develop a regular practice to hone their spiritual and creative abilities and more fully manifest their divine potential. They will grow faster and stronger spiritually and be able to step into spiritual healing and leadership to greater effect. You are one such soul, dear initiate, and you are being guided to prepare for this growth and authority now with your sacred practice. This oracle is guidance that you do have great power and wisdom within you, but you need to provide channels for it to flow and be active and empowered in your physical life. Sacred practice is such a okay. Sacred practice is such a channel. Without these channels, the ego is left to create on its own, which is not much fun at all. The ego believes in fear and separation, and no matter how much it may want to feel love, bliss, connection, joy, and fulfillment, it really cannot do it without your spiritual presence in life. Ritual and magic as a form of sacred practice are recommended for you as a way to bring more spiritual presence into your waking life, to heal and support the ego as you learn to create a life that feels better and brings you and others more fulfillment. Sacred practice with magic and ritual may involve any of the guided exercises in this oracle. Choose what feels good for you and experiment with what might be a regular pattern of practice for you. You are worth the effort. Remember, whatever effort you do put in will be rapid to you in wonderful, my bad, will be repaid to you in wonderful benefits. Okay. So I just can't read right now, okay? Remember, whatever effort you do put in will be repaid to you in wonderful benefits many, many times over. Once you experience these effects, and it might only take a day or a week or two for the effects to show itself, you will be more committed to continue. The effects are cumulative as you continue to practice the positive effects continue to grow. Why? Why? Sorry. So, I mean, it's saying magic and ritual, but we all know that like saying the right words is magic, okay? Like taking loving yourself right is magic. Saying prayers is magical, okay? So, making a practice of doing those things regularly, taking that time to yourself regularly, talking to the divine regularly, checking in with them, making sure you're making the right choices and decisions regularly is a very sacred practice that you can craft that and do ritualistically that will pay off in the end every time, okay? It says if you have recently started sacred practice, this oracle is confirmation that it is working well for you, and you should not give up if you are not seeing the results that you had hoped for. They are coming to you fast, okay? And this is confirmation that you are considering making an adjustment in your sacred practice. It might be time to do so, provided that you don't dismiss the gains you have already made with your current practice. And you remember that sometimes small changes can have big effects, okay? It says, I am the light divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space and time. I am, okay? So, with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this, and I'll see you later, my love. Bye.